What type of student were you in school?
I was a good student, man, in school. You know what I mean? I got A's and B's. Um, the conduct wasn't that good all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get some S's and maybe some N's sometimes. I ain't really get no U's. You know what I mean? Back then, anyway. But I was always a good student at school. You know what I'm saying? I had a good relationship with my teachers. I didn't really start getting into a whole lot of trouble till I got into like maybe like high school. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just turned up to the max. But I was a good student. Even when I was getting in trouble, man, I always got my grades good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just always been about my business. I always been about, you know what I'm saying, making sure business is handled first. And then, after that, we can have fun.
Jobs you had growing up?
Mm. I worked at Stone Mountain Park, you know what I mean? In the chicken shack, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Skill. It was Skill. Shout out to my nigga Skill, man. I worked at motherfucking the grocery and the produce department. I worked in sales I had a lot of fucking jobs, man. Worked in sales for a minute. I worked in pharmaceutical sales, you know what I'm saying, for a good little minute too. And that's probably where I made the most money at. But my probably the most recent job before I became a full-time rapper, I mentored kids, man. Real talk. A lot of folks don't know that. I mentor kids, and you know what? A lot of what I talk about in my raps, I'm able to talk about it from a different angle because of what I did mentoring kids. Because I got a chance to see firsthand, you know, the struggle on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a rapper, you got certain struggles that you go through. But when you dealing with kids, you know what I mean, that's in defects and group homes and different stuff like that, it's a whole nother ball game, you know what I mean? When you talking about you ain't got money to shoot your video versus you ain't seen your family in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And you in the system and ain't nobody helping you out, and you having problems at school and you can't turn to your mom and your dad, that's a whole nother ball game, you know what I'm saying? So seeing that kind of stuff, on the everyday, you know what I mean, on an everyday basis, it changed my life, man, you know what I'm saying? And just being in and out of these group homes, and it was something different for me, you know what I'm saying? So like, even when I rap now, I'm able to talk from a different perspective just because I seen some shit that I know a lot of people haven't seen.
What's your message to the youth?
You could be anybody you want to be. You know what I mean? Like, for me, growing up, one of the things that I struggled with, being in a single parent home was, I ain't grow up with no father figure in the house. You know what I mean? So for a long time, I struggled with who Scotty really was, you know what I mean, in terms of just being somebody great. I always felt like I was supposed to do something big in my life. I always felt like it was something special about me as a person, but I never really knew how to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wasn't no father figure there to say, man, you could do this shit. You know what I mean? Or you could be great at this, or don't give up. I played ball for a minute, man. I was good, but I never really, excelled in playing ball because I kind of like gave up on the shit. You know what I'm saying? But as an artist, as I got a little bit older, and doing music, it was kind of like I kind of taught myself, in a sense, that shit, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. And that's like a lot of my mission, you know what I mean, in doing the music and doing rap. Like, I want to be able to give back, you know what I mean, to people that's less fortunate, or people who maybe, you know what I'm saying, struggle with some of the things I struggle with.